I'm very thrilled to have you here today, and I think we have a very hot topic. So basically a lot of technology and buzzwords, but we want to focus today especially on road to self-healing infrastructure with HolmesGPT and private LLM. And this is the topic which we have, the intro we did already, so I will skip this part. A little bit about our company, so you know where we're coming from, where we got the wisdom from. ITS-consulting was founded 2019 by me and my colleague, and the numbers not matching anymore. We have over 150 people already working for us. We do DevOps, software development, and AI. And from the DevOps part and from the platform engineering part, we have also managed services, and we wanted to automate the processes and amplify our developers with AI. And this is the story which we are telling in the current state where we are. I think you will get a lot of impressions and also a lot of ideas what you could maybe take home and try it out. So what is the agenda today? So why a private LLM? I made this a little bit shorter, so basically I'm telling why we need a private LLM. Then we have the road to self-healing infrastructure in 3 parts. So the first one is code generation inside your IntelliJ or Visual Studio Code, how to connect it to the private LLM. And to your documentation which you have inside your company. Second step is a smart command line interface with HolmesGPT. They're also here in the conference today. Or you can also use a GPT script, which is an open source tool. Then the third step is self-healing infrastructure. So basically, which steps did we take? We will make a live demo. We'll play with fire today. So let's see how it works out. And in the end, we have the Q&A session. And I'm very looking forward to discuss with you the things. So let's start with private chatbot. Very shortly, you know ChatGPT, you're probably mostly annoyed by this topic because it's so often at the moment. But why do we need the private LLM? Why do we need the LLM on-prem? Because it adds domain knowledge and which ChatGPT is unaware of. And I will also show today why that's the case. And also, we have a lot of medical clients, insurances, and therefore ChatGPT is not allowed. So we need to find a solution how still to use something like Copilot and how to access the confidential data in the website to get better results during the development and to get faster. So talking about better results, today we will show the case based on Open Telecom Cloud. Open Telecom Cloud is a German cloud provider. And there we want to ask ChatGPT, please create for me the Terraform code for a CCE cluster. It's like the Azure RKS. And then he told me, yeah, I need to set up this kind of code with the cluster version 1.15. This is a little bit old for Kubernetes, so it's not the good solution. On the right side, I added all the documentation which OTC had, and then I asked my private LLM, please give me the same question. And what he said, he generated better code. And also he said me, you need to create an agency. And this is absolutely true. Before you can create a CCE inside OTC, you need to create the agency and give the permission that the CCE can be created. So this is already a very good example how private LLM is way much better than ChatGPT. Only if the docs are good. So basically documentation becomes very, very important. So please try this as well. So how can I set up my own private LLM? One of the most popular solutions there is Open Web UI with Ollama. You can set it up in Kubernetes. On top of that, you need to then embed a RAG system. Currently, the RAG system of Ollama is not so well, but in the next few months, it will be way much better. And then the performance will be also better.
Victor, can you please explain short what RAG is?
Yeah, sure. RAG stands for Trivial Augmented Generation. So basically, you can see it like this. So you have a lot of documentation inside Confluence. You have your source code somewhere. You have Jira tickets, whatever. And you just get all of this data inside your private LLM, and the private LLM can use your own private secure data to make decisions during the code generation or finding issues or whatever, or even company policies. So my tips would be stay compatible with the OpenAI API. Use frameworks. Don't code something by yourself, because I've seen also a lot of new startups which got millions of funding and they just did something with Python code, and that did not work well out, because the open source community is very fast evolving. So I would recommend to build something on top of the Open Web UI and Ollama. And also one important thing is think about how to keep the data up to date. So you have the data in Confluence, etc. You need also to sync the data. I also seen somebody who wrote custom connectors for all of these sources. We use Airbyte ETL tool, is also open source, which connects all the data and gets it then into the LM. There's also a link here below there, the GitHub link to Ollama if you want to set it up on your own. So I have a short demo what you will get then if you have a private LLM. We are from IITS, we have our own. We built up our own private LLM to be able to use that for the medical customers, etc., for IntelliJ integration. So I will log in here. And you can see it looks like the typical case here. So you can chat here, you can select some input streams, so which data you can access. You can also select here multiple modules from GPT, which is public, but also private modules which running on GPU workload, or shared model from the T-Systems. And the most important one is you can go here to settings, account, APIs keys, and you can then copy your API key. And this LLM is based on Open Web UI and Ollama, so basically it's things set up on top. So basically the RAG system is way much better than from Ollama. But with this API key, you can then do a lot of work, and we will work with this API key to do some things. So let's switch back to the slides. So most of the guys which I'm meeting, they think every time about chatting, so chatbot, ChatGPT, and but it is so much more. So an LLM can do so much more. What we do for our customer, we integrate it into voice chat for the support hotline. We make the invoicing tools based on the LLM. The tender tooling will be by LLM. Also, we use then Git Copilot solution and infrastructure. And this is the things which we want to focus today on. We want to have a self-healing infrastructure, and we want to have some kind of GitHub Copilot which is running locally on our systems. So yeah. What can we do with this solution, or how do we come to that? How we do come to self-healing infrastructure? Step one, which we did, so basically our road, our mind map. The first one which we did long ago was we said we want to have a private Copilot. So source code powered by RAG will be generated through the private LLM and not through GPT. So what there is a cool plugin which is called ContinuDev, which you can just integrate, and then just give in the API token, and then we'll connect it to your private LLM, and we'll use all the information from the private LLM. So I have also two showcases from our customers, and basically things which occur often. The first one is code generation. The second one is bug fix. So the first one is in Terraform code. I need to create a CCE module, Kubernetes cluster. The second one is help me please, my ingress controller does not get does not get the public IP. So basically my service load balancer does not get the public IP. How can I solve this one? So since Open Telecom Cloud is the knowledge in GPT is not so much, it will generate in ChatGPT every time the wrong answer. And now we want to use the Continue plugin to do this both of things, and let's see what it does. Therefore, I open this project. It's Terraform code. It's exactly this Ollama when you want to set it up on Kubernetes. I will delete this part here, and then I will copy over this command, create a Terraform CCE module after IITS best practices with the project factory, and based on our docs and the docs of Open Telecom Cloud, hopefully it will create me a good CCE module which I can use. So I type it in, press enter, I need to wait a little bit, and afterwards it goes step by step and creates for me the module. As you can see, it looks pretty good. And I just say here, no, I want to have this one. And you see it's really also does not show any error. So the compiler is not giving some errors. So if I delete the name, it will complain. So this is a really cool case. How can I set it up? It's really simple. So here, this is the config JSON from Continue. You just paste here the API key. If you use, for example, Ollama Open Web UI, you just paste in here the API key, set here the URL and the models. And as you can see, these are also private modules, Llama and Code Geeks. And so basically you can use this both of models to generate some things. Let's also fix the thing. So Here I have an example. We install here with the Terraform module the traffic, and this traffic module does not get the public IP. So I'm also going over to the slides. Say my ingress controller does not get the public IP, fix it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Presentation mode. Thank you very much. This was wrong. Presentation mode. Thank you very much. So we do the same again. I didn't select the full. I need to select what I want to analyze. So I select this whole module, then Control E, and give in the instruction my traffic ingress controller does get the public IP, fix it. I don't know why the pop-up is very small. So I don't know, it's maybe with my, I think it's Dracula, which I used there as a layout. And it goes step by step and takes a look what is inside there and how to fix it. And this is the exactly annotation which I need. This is the exactly solution what I need. So this is how you bind your elastic load balancer to the ingress controller. And this is exactly the annotation which we need, which is specific for Open Telecom Cloud. So, you know what the very funny thing is? Yesterday, I got such an email. And a customer from Open Telecom Cloud was complaining, I don't get the public email, IP. And what did my guy wrote? You can see yesterday, 20 o'clock, I'm outside so I can't write, so you need to set the ELB ID. This is really crazy. So it happens a lot of time. If it would have asked our private LLM, then it would get a solution without a problem. So this was a very funny coincidence. And with that, I'm giving over to Artem.
Thank you very much for the handover. We are going to doing a hardware switch. So give me a sec, please. By the way, my name is Artem again. Hi. I have to waste it sometimes, so sorry. So, now let me try it. Slideshow. Beginning from this one. So, I'm ready. Works not? No? It's too much. We are speaking about Smart CLI, and it's not a defined term. So what we are meaning by Smart CLI is our own definition is a DevOps AI agent for your CLI, where you use AI as a backend, like private LLM, Victor shows you, and we call it Smart CLI. But it's not an officially term, and we are also going to show you which tools we are using at the moment. We are using HolmesGPT. It's AI assistant that investigate incident like human does. Then you're also getting better results by HolmesGPT, but it's harder, the entry point is harder if you try to customize it. So we also said, let's give a try to GPT script. It's an agent-based approach. It allows you, defined by human language, the easy point. The entry point is more easier, but the results are worse if you have complex use cases or you combine multiple agents. You can take a look at this definition, how GPT script will be defined by human language. You have a name, like CLI agents, then you have tools, like sysexec, you allow him to execute tools like kubectl. Also, you have a description, you have a comment. We forwarded a comment to the script, we disable the chat, because we don't want chat with the agent. And also you have a prompt and instruction. And we show you a lot of demos, and 2 demos works. We will see if another works. How to fix it, or how to. Wait, give me a sec. I'm deploying some broken. It's okay. You can see a lot, or it's too small. So wait, I'm going. We have some demo comments, so you can see what we are doing. First, we are deploying some broken stuff because we like to break things. And as you can see, you have some image tags, faulty image tags, some wrong typos, and then we are with the HolmesGPT, we are asking, for example, here you can see, no, they don't want it. But now we are asking, does my cluster have some issues? Fix it if you find some. And now HolmesGPT running, with the private LLM backend. We connect it and show you it's not fixing for you. We say to the AI, fix it please, but he say no, I'm not doing it, but you can correct it if you fix this one. And because of that, we also switch to GPT script because it allows you to execute more tools on your environment or on your container. It depends on where you put it on. And then you can see the same string or the same comment was given. We said, hey, we have some issues, fix it please. And you can now see the interaction between the private LLM and the agent. So you try to put our UR bots. This is the shared context. I'm going to explain a little bit later what we mean by that. And we're waiting. No, come on. I hope it works or not. The model needs a little, yeah.
Maybe the connection.
Maybe the connection is broken.
Just restart, I guess.
Yeah, also we can restart it. But you also can see between the lines, bot performance, continuous integration, delivery and repair. The private LLM backends, answer, no.
Yeah, otherwise it would not have responded before.
I don't got a response from the private LLM. Wait. How stable is the internet here? Yes, I'm gonna switch to my hotspot. I think it's more stable.
Just wait a little bit, I guess.
Because it's telecom, and telecom is most times stable. I'm not just kidding. I really like telecom for my mobile phone. Performing some actions, analyze it. I like live demos. He should analyze everything and then finding the issue and fix it. Perform.
The connection is working because otherwise he wouldn't have translated it above.
Yeah, I see it, but now he don't get a response from the model anymore. Okay, let's skip the part. I'm running it as a job, and then we are using another network to fix it. But first, let me... If it works, you should see that he fixed all issues, but also running in a job. So we will see the use case, don't worry. We have a lot of demos, and so we are going through. Wait, give me a second. I'm don't starting with the presenter mode. I think it's going to be okay. We are switching to the self-healing infrastructure. And we are also doing it with the tool, putting it in a job, and I hope it works with another network. As you can see, step 3 will be self-healing infrastructure. We use it for automated detection of infrastructure issues and deliver more accurate error analysis than some experts, if the experts do the jobs the right way. If not, you get worse. This is the demo setup. I'm going to explain you short. We have this Smart CLI or the plugin on the left, and then we are putting it in a job. Then we have our comment you already seen, but it's not works. Hopefully it works now. Then we have written a request handler that works as an entry point if you have multiple agents for different use cases, so it's forwarded or delegates the task. Then we have a Kubernetes agent that then we have some issues, and the Kubernetes agent analyzes the issues based on the comment, and then we also have a shared context. It's a common instruction set for one or multiple agents. Then we allow the interaction over the token with the private LLM, and Victor already told you about RAG, that we also have some data inside, and we are going to the next demo. We are running this part. I have to improv, so we are going to do it in the right way. Sorry, guys. The pod's still broken, so we are going apply. I'm not running it locally, I'm running it now from the cluster as a job, because we told you self-healing infrastructure, and we do it. I want to finish the demo, so we make it right, hopefully. And then you have converting, YAML deploy parsing. Couldn't find config map. Victor, we have done something. Wait, config map. Yeah, we tested it, so.
The copy-paste error.
GPT script agent. And as you can see, it's running. I don't know why they don't like the internet here or the telecom internet. It's running on another. And you can see your cluster is issued. Both issue has resolved successfully based on the job.
The difference is the first one he did locally, and the second one he executed a pod with doing the job. So it's not the internet which is here then applied. So basically it's inside the Kubernetes cluster, and the Kubernetes cluster does the things then.
As a job. So we are speaking about healing infrastructure. But as you can see, if we are again asking, for example, Holmes, he will tell us that everything is fine, hopefully, but it's not. If you're going, see, my English doesn't have an IP address, and I have also some trouble. For Kubernetes, it is okay, it's fine, but for our company, it's not fine because you need knowledge from the company, and we also let running a second job that's gonna fix. Now the job is running with the RAG token. Before the running without the RAG token, without the knowledge of the documentation from us. And so you have some RAG. Yeah, it also works. Lex. So GPT script agent, RAG. And hopefully we will see it fix it, or maybe not. So now he is asking the documentation and asking, hey, I found an ingress. This ingress don't have a public IP address. So what I have to do, and the company policy says we are using traffic. This is our company policies based on our documentation. And then you will hopefully see he fixed the ingress class with traffic, and we have a public IP address.
Nice.
So I have to improve something. So I hope do you understand the use case? It's gonna. So let's move to another use cases and then I'm handing over. This was a really easy use case. Analyze the issues in the cluster, fix it, and also fix it based on your documentation. But we also have some more complex use cases, as you can see here. I'm gonna explain the diagram. As you can see, you can put multiple comments into a job or into a cron job. Then we have here DevOps bot, and we have also some Prometheus alerts. So in this use case, he is gonna analyze the Prometheus alerts and not only show you the alerts or forward it to Slack, it's also going to analyze it and give you a step-by-step guidance how you can fix it. And the case we are working now to put it, for example, to not give too much permission to the AI agent, to put the solution in a config map, have another job that it's going, check the changes, create a pull request, for example, or push it directly to GitHub, and then Argo do the work because we all do the GitOps way. Nobody, hopefully, push it manually or deploy it manually. We do it all over the Git, and I'm hand over to Victor because it will fail. This demo will fail, we think, because it's more complex, but we want to share multiple use cases and how it works. So Victor, I hand over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank God we need just to Helm install. So, Artem. Nice.
I love live demos, but it's live and it's true.
It is really the internet connection because it collects all of the data in the Kubernetes cluster and is currently interacting with the private LLM. If you don't have a good connection there, it will fail. It's very simple. That's why the second case was working because you just deployed the pod and the pod was taking over the communication. So this one?
Yeah, this one. We are ready.
Yes. So this picture is very complicated. So let's make it a little bit simpler. So what we want to achieve, scan the clusters for issues. alert to Slack, there is an issue, if there is an issue. Set up Git, so basically inside the pod where we're running the CLI tools, inside Kubernetes, the agent, we want to set up Git. We want to check out our source code, where the definitions are, how our Kubernetes cluster looks like. Then analyze the problem, fix it inside the files, and then push it to a branch. This is what I want now to try it out, and let's see. Like, if you've seen my previous talks, I like to play with fire. So let's lit some fire, and let's see if it works out.
Not only he, me also. It was a great start, yeah.
Switch, please, thanks. So, what do we have here? We have this Helm chart, and here you have exactly the steps. Get errors, investigate, try to find the solution, and post it then. So, one moment, please. This is the wrong repo. What the hell?
Next time we doing only 2 demos, not 4 or 5.
This one is this. So, 6 steps. There we have it. Then we say Helm install, install GPT script bot, GPT script bot.
Unreachable.
Oh boy.
You're using the internet here, the CDS speaker, or are you a hotspot?
No. This is the cluster. Exit presentation mode. I need to get my token. New info alone. What?
Logging first, unscoped token. He can connect.
I'm blocked to speak to OTC by this Wi-Fi. You can see it here.
Yeah.
Dial not working. What?
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it, yeah. Finger crossed.
Oh man.
Can we bring next time our own internet? We're partnering with OTC, so it's not going to be a problem.
This is a thing here.
Next talk gonna be about local AI. We put everything on one mobile device. No egress.
So now it's connecting. Oh God. So Helm install again. Voila. So let's go.
It's always the internet.
So we make it short. We have here a public one, 0 branches. We have here Slack. We expect here a message about the situation which we have here. I use the same case, load balancer. Sorry about the Wi-Fi. If I cannot connect to my cluster, this is really bad. So let's take a look at the logs. What will he do? So we go here inside, kube control get pods. Kube control logs, and it shows me some error. Why does he have some error?
Session expired.
Ah, damn. What the hell is happening?
Imagine it works.
If you switch, it works.
Yeah. So please.
Can you block it again? I need to update my token.
If you want to see the demo working, visit us on C11. But you introduce you. I like playing with the fire.
I will log in into the UI now. I just
Skip. You have 3 minutes left.
2 minutes.
3.
Yeah. Okay. Then. Do you want to take over slides?
Yes. Can you please open the slides?
Sure. But one moment, can you please show again? So normally what should happen? You should get, if I would have my API token, the properly one, and it would not be expired, then I would get such a message that the load balancer is missing. It will create a branch for me, and then it should look like this. So, but unfortunately,
so you don't have to imagine, you have pictures. If it works, it looks like this.
Yeah,
but it's not, it looks like.
Yeah.
We have also have a lot more complex use cases. We try to create proof of value, but we are going skip this. If you want to talk about it, come to us. We are working on a lot, and what we have learned today more than the last weeks. Don't trust the network. I'm just kidding, or not. What we have learned, if you have too many agents and you combine it, you get a lot of hallucination. It's like you give the magic mushrooms, and the outputs are not really amazing. And the agents are only as good as the people who build them, because you already know if you are familiar with a topic and you debug it, you have another way to debug it as a junior. So you have a similar to the agents, because you say the agent, you with comments, do this, do then this, and this is the next point. If you have more restrictions, it's lead to better results in specific use cases, like Victor showed you with the complex use case. And then if you have fewer restrictions, you have broader solutions. It's very good for a developer if they start learning to see how the AI was learned to debug some different issues. And then, yeah, we want to completing our journey with some tasks. We want to create proof of value, not proof of concept. This means we already use it in our daily workflow. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's not works. It's not a perfect lab. We are not AI experts, but we also already use HolmesGPT in our daily workload, and I think about 2 months also GPT script. We like it, and it's not about replacing the developer. This is our message. It's about to empower the developers to integrate an AI backend like private LLM, because a lot of companies say we can't use GPT, we can't use. I think the most German companies know the pain. They say we can't use GPT or other LLM solutions. Because of that, we created a solution like this, so you can run it on a sovereign cloud and also have a private LLM backend with sovereign models that you can choose. Yeah. Time, we have some minutes, yeah.
I think we can take 1 or 2 questions. I think you killed the internet altogether, because I can't even connect to Slido anymore. So we're going to do it the old school way.
The old school way, like we are. Yeah.
Excellent. There is some research using LLMs for autonomous agents, which can perform more complex tasks. Do you see this as valuable for infrastructure as well?
It depends on the context. So basically, the more complex get, the more you need to split it into very simple tasks. The LLM is also not at the moment available to do that. So basically, if I try to also create me a full Terraform project, it will never work. Sorry, it doesn't work. The idea is to amplify our developers, not to automate them. So basically, to give them a tool hand where they can be quicker and better.
All right, we're just going to go top to bottom. Okay, how do you prevent the agent from applying things that break things even more or cause some unintended effects?
It's a good point. We try to create, for example, like you see a config map and have another job that checking the change and then apply it over a pull request, for example. But we are in the explore phase, so we're using for the most, if you're using it, it's only like a guidance. We're using it as a guidance. We don't try to allow the agents to fix too much because sometimes they break more than they fix. So we are working on this part. We are just in the explore phase. We want to share our experience with you so you can see what is possible, because we heard a lot of AI, it's not coming, nobody use it. But it's not true. We use it over, I don't know, you use it already for 3-4 months or more.
I use it daily, especially HolmesGPT and GPT script on my local machine also. Also, you can use in Kubernetes airbag, so you can just allow the agent to read things, but not to create or delete things. So, yeah. Inside the container, you can also limit it based on permissions.
All right, let's do one more. And I'm sorry if you had any questions in review. I can't see them. You'll have to find these two at their booth. How often do you feed documentation to your RAG, and how long does it need to process?
Sorry, which question is then?
This is a top-rated question right now.
Okay. There is Airbyte. So basically we're using Airbyte to connect to multiple input streams, and then based on the API we get all the data, and then we put it into a vector database, and then best case the database also providing OEDC connection. So basically on the OEDC rules you can get on data access rules. And yeah, Airbyte's very cool. You have a very cool ETL tool which we use since years and allows to push the data there inside there.
And you can sync it, if I understand it right, or sync if you have already document.
Yeah, you can resync it, and take a look at Airbyte's open source, and so it's really cool too.
So you have to make a difference between init setup and then the sync setup, if they're already set up.
All right, I think that's all the time we have, because we have to set up in 6 minutes again.
Okay.
So thank you very much. Let's do
Thanks.
one last round of applause.
Thank you.